Hello everybody and welcome. For those of you who know me, welcome back. And for those of you who don't, I'm Pia and I'm your host for all things luxe. Today I have a vlog for you that I've been waiting to film for so long. Polo season has finally arrived in France and I'm obviously taking you along to it with me. Now I'm just in the midst of finishing to get ready. My hair's done from yesterday night. I don't think I'll be retouching it. We're gonna see that after I'm dressed. Just finished doing a little bit of makeup. Now I'm gonna do some perfume. This one is the Aqua Allegoria Mandarin Basilic by Guerlain. It's absolutely exquisite. This smells like an Italian summer inside of a bottle. It's a really, really delicious scent. And I think it's just perfect for sunny days in the outdoors like today. I'm also going to retouch a little bit of lipstick before I finish getting ready. Do you know when you like flick it and flick it and flick it and nothing comes out? I'm at that point with this one. To me, this is the perfect beige, the perfect nude. It just suits every skin tone. It suits every mouth. It's kind of one of those chameleon beiges that just adapts to everyone. And I know it's a favorite for a lot of you guys too. It's been about 10 days. I think it's the biggest break I've taken from vlogging ever since starting this YouTube channel. And honestly, I've missed you so much. Every single day that went by and I wasn't filming, had to take a little pause for personal matters. I was just missing this so much, I cannot even tell you. I missed quite a bit picking up the camera, but also just the community side of things. I feel like having this little pause also just ended up helping in reflecting and looking back on the year and couple of months that have gone by since I've opened this chain. And honestly, I'm just simply so grateful for all of you. We've overcome the 3,000, which I thanked you over on Instagram, but I haven't yet just here. So thank you all so much for joining me in this journey. I am so happy to have you all in here. And for your beautiful words of encouragement in the comments, teaching me loads of things about fashion, tips when I go on trips, beauty tips during my getting rid of acne journey. Anyway, I'm getting a little bit sentimental, but all I wanted to say was I missed you. I'm happy to be back with you. Let's talk fashion. This is a dress I'm gonna be doing today. I initially thought of doing this other one. I'll put a picture of it in here, which I actually got for a wedding I have later this year. And I thought it might as well look really, really lovely for polo. However, when we were designing the hat for today's polo event, I ended up going for a material that was not the expected one. And I thought this dress would be absolutely perfect for it. This is a dress that was gifted to me by one of my, if not my favorite designer in Uruguay. Her name is Agnes Lenoble, and she does this beautiful kind of like raw materials, putting the countryside into a dress type of looks that I absolutely adore. I think she's a really, really talented designer that always manages to make you feel great when you wear her pieces. Quite a sensual piece. It's gonna have a really low back and it shows a little bit of the tummy area. I'll show you what it looks like on obviously in a minute. The rawness of the materials that she's decided to incorporate in it kind of tone down the sensualness side of it, and I think it's just a perfect combination of spicy and elegant. I quite adore the way that the leather's been worked with on the details in the dress, the fact that she's brought some braiding into the linen cotton combination in here, and there's a little slit on the side that you'll see when I put it on. It's been perhaps 3 or 4 years since I've had it, and every time I wear it, I feel exactly the same time as the first time I wore it. Let me bring over the shoes I'm doing so we can talk a little bit about shoes. Alrighty, these are the shoes I'm gonna be doing today. Once again, going into this kind of like horsey type of vibe, I thought something like this would look beautiful in it. This is a pair of sandals by Hermes. They've got chèvre leather in here, a little bit of a wooden detail with this beautiful type of dégradé that I think is just gorgeous. Once again, that's that connection of like bringing the animal world or inspiring ourselves in the animal world for the look. And even if my feet are not particularly attractive and they should stay inside, it's honestly quite a hot day today. So these babies are coming out. You might have seen me back in the invite-only Hermes sale last year. If you haven't watched that video, I'll link it up here for you so you can see what I got during it. Hermes is a brand that doesn't do sales normally, but they have something called the private invite-only sale. And I managed to score this pair during it. My cousin's engagement party. Yes, that was the first time I wore this one. So it was my cousin's engagement party. I like to get things for a sentimental moment, and then obviously when I wear it again, I relive a moment. It kind of brings back special memories. What better than an equestrian brand shoe for an equestrian event day? Moving on to the jewelry I'm doing today. I've got Grandma's ring, my little Panthers diamond, Miss Blue eternity band, and my wedding band. I'm just doing my watch. I might add a bracelet, but I don't think so. We might see once the look is done. I've got two necklaces in here. They're both solitaire floating diamonds, one by Cartier, one by Narcissus. All of the pieces will be linked down below. And if you're interested in any of the jewelry pieces in depth, I do have a video about the daily jewelry I wear and my jewelry collection that I recently filmed for you guys, linked up here for you as well. Now let's talk bag. For the handbag I'm doing today, I'm gonna go with my Hermès Kelly elan. Pardon me. I think this piece will marry perfectly with the darker tones on the heel of the shoe. I thought it would be a little bit more interesting today to talk a little bit about the styling, building. But if some of you are as passionate as I am about styling, I do have a whole styling session on this YouTube channel where you can see all of the recent pieces I've added to my wardrobe and how I like to style them. And now for la pièce de résistance on this whole look, I feel like this is my favorite phrase to say. Look at the new addition to my hat collection. Oh my goodness. I just got it last night and honestly, I'm speechless. For any of those of you that are new here, I am a hat collector and a hat house ambassador. How well does that work out? The piece that I chose as the departure point in order to pick around the dress, the shoes, the bag, the jewelry. This is a stunning hemp hat. Taking inspiration off the shape of the hat I got done for going to the south of France earlier this year. We wanted to create something a little bit more raw and that has, I would say, a closer touch to my South American roots in it. So just like in the dress, we maintained the raw leather in here. The entirety of the hat is made of hemp, and then it's got this beautiful leather detailing in the same shade of brown as the bag, as well as a thick gross grain cotton band that would pick up on the color of the dress. Besides the fabulous shape of this piece, it's a piece that I can quickly tell you guys is going to become a collectionist piece, or collector's piece like we say in France. Finding hemp for creating hats today has become extremely rare, and pieces like this are produced in very limited amounts nowadays. If I'm really honest with you, when I saw the material, I fell in love with it. I knew I wanted to create something with it immediately, and I had no idea about the rarity of this particular material when it came to working it in this way in order to produce hats, obviously. I love the fact that it mixes that very ladylike, very chic, very elegant timelessness to it with the shape, of course, and then that very raw detail of the leather that we decided to tie with a double knot. I wanted something very almost unpolished for the finishing touch of the leather, and I'm honestly chuffed to bits with what Maison Laurette has delivered for the occasion. Now I'm gonna get myself dressed and then I'm gonna head for lunch with a friend, with my husband, and then we're heading to the Polo. So let's get moving.
Myself, not a care in the world. This is a life, just me, myself, and I am watching the clouds up in the sky, all but laughing out loud. I'm telling you why I'm living the life, just me, myself, and I used to think that life was lonely when you up and left me sad
Hello everybody. I look so bronzed today. Oh my goodness. Fair enough. We did go to the beach for about 3 days or 4 days in a row. I think it's mainly due to the fact that I'm finally able to use the darker shade on the bronzer that I got from Hermès last year. I got this color and the only time when I can wear... Not this is a highlight, but I got a bronzer from Hermès and the only time when I'm able to wear it is when I'm really tanned, and this is me without any sort of fake tan. This is just the beach. I say that as if it was an achievement, but I don't know. I like it when I'm tan. Everything feels better. It's like I'm nicer to the world is nicer to me. It's just like, you know, vitamin D does its thing. This is the Hermès Planaire Sienne or Sienna. This is number 4, and it's definitely a color, oops. It's definitely a color that normally would be on the darker shades for me. There's like 3 different types of bronzers in there, and I just swirl my brush in all of them. What I really like about it is the fact that it's got kind of like some reddish undertones that would mimic that sun-kissed look that we sometimes get when the sun's actually done its little trick. Really love it. Happy that I got to wear this one today, even though it's been downpouring on us today. But, you know, oops. The land needed some rain. But anyway, it is what it is. I have some flowers in here. By the way, if anybody's got the name of these flowers, do let me know what they're called, because I would love to get some more. We just got them at the local shops right here. Yeah, I think they're beautiful. Tristan got them for me. I think they're super lovely sitting on my desk. I actually have them sitting on the other corner normally, but I put them right here so you could enjoy them too. There are a couple of things that I wanted to share with you when I came back from the polo the other day. However, I don't know what we did after. I think I had dinner with the husband or something like that, and I didn't end up sharing that with you. But I remembered some videos ago, like quite a couple of videos ago, I think it was even before going to Cannes, I said I would show you everything that fits on the Hermès Kelly Elan handbag. In any case, I still haven't done that, and I said I would, so here I am doing it a little bit late, but better late than never. Now, this is the newest version of the Kelly family. It's kind of like a pochette in the sense that it's a sort of elongated or cut type of handbag. A little bit roomier than the mini Kelly, still quite thin. If you care to see an unboxing with all of the actual features, type of leather, history about the bag, I do have one, so I will link it up here for you. This is what the bag looks like when it's closed. I don't do the actual other little flaps in here. Like maybe sometimes if I'm arriving to an event or something, I'll have the little flappies done. But for the most part, I actually wear it like this. And then I'll just have that hold the bag closed, and that works for me. It also comes with this little detachable handle. That's how I like to use it the most. I don't think I've worn it yet as just a clutch, because you do have the option to remove the little strap in here. Anyway, let's show you everything that fits on it, and now you'll see why I think this is a better option than the mini Kelly. Obviously, the mini Kelly perhaps serves other purposes, but for the amount of stuff that I like to carry around, I think this bag is perfect, because it's great for a nighttime bag where normally you'd carry a little bit less stuff. It's also great as a daytime event bag. Case in point, the polo matches the other day. Right here, I have the sunnies that I took on that day. These ones are a pair of Celine Triomphe sunnies. Yes, they weren't with the case, but fair enough, they were just in my face most of the time. I also have my wallet. This is a really battered old Celine wallet. This was a gift from Celine themselves, and I really like it. Honestly, it's just really comfortable. It's a great piece that I like to keep coming back to when it comes to using smaller handbags. The hair clip that I took in case it got a little bit too hot, which actually it never did, and I was happy I had my little homemade fur with me to keep me warm over my shoulders over that dress. I had some perfume. This is Passé Soir by BDK, an exquisite scent, and it's the Extrait de Parfum version. I had my lipstick. I think I've rambled enough about this one. An extra battery and a hair tie. The extra battery is because my camera was actually in here as well, but I'm filming you in there right now, so I cannot show you that. I had some, I don't know what this is called, but you know, the ones that you'll put in your feet so they don't get hurt. I think these are the best ones. I think these are great. I love having some of them, and for myself, and in case somebody needs them in this type of events, they come in really handy. I had them on both feet because for some reason, my toes had decided to go on a massive swell up. I got cuts in both of them. If anybody has some tips on what I could do, I know you can add Vaseline and obviously you can put this on your toes, but I don't know what else I could do to kind of like break them in on the front, particularly since the first time I wore them, they didn't make me bleed at all. And this time it was a lot of blood. Thank God. Husband ran to the pharmacy and got this once before lunch. Had my 2 mobile phones. Oh, and I had one of those little thingies to have your handbag holding from there, which I actually didn't end up using because we had an extra chair, and that's it. That's everything that fits on the Hermès Kelly Elan. I think it's a very roomy handbag. Like I said, I also had my vlogging camera inside there, so it's very comfortable to carry around in events. It still looks quite like sleek and thin and put together and elegant, and you can still carry quite a bit of stuff, unlike a mini Kelly, which I personally really like, because if I want to carry all this stuff, I want to have the option of being able to. I also quite like the shape of it. I think it's very sleek, very elegant, very feminine, and quite a timeless piece right here. No shade on the mini Kelly. I mean, I think mini Kellys are just as lovely, but my personal experience with them is every time I go out, I have to make concessions, and I'm not one that really likes making concessions when it comes to my bag. That is everything that fits on it. There's 2 products that I wanted to talk to you about. I have to go get them from the toilet. So one of them will be this one right here. This is the Biologique Recherche Lift Bust 3D, and it's a wrist sculpting and plumping serum for your bust and buttocks. This is the first time I ever tried the Biologique Recherche body range, and I'm honestly quite excited. I have high hopes for it. I think the name is pretty self-explanatory. It's a serum for helping this area get a little bit more plumped up, just lifted up. The way I use it is once or twice a day, depending on how many showers I've had. I'll just do 3 to 4 pumps on my hands, and then you have to go in an 8 type of circular motion, and then on the sides you're just gonna kind of like lift them upwards like that. I've only just started using this about 10 days ago, so I'm really excited about it. When I was a little girl, my mom had something like this in her cabinet. I think I was around 10 years old or something like that. So for context, I wasn't the first girl to get to wear a bra in school, but I wasn't the last one either. When I saw a couple of my really close friends had started to wear bras, I was like, I want to wear those. Those look like fun. And my mom, she was gifted here, so she was wearing like the prettiest bras, all that jazz, and I was like, I want to do that. So I found some bust lifting serum in her sort of beauty cabinet, and so I went and took a lot of it. I remember it was kind of like a yellowy serumy consistency, whereas this one is a white one. Like that is what it looks like, and it just gets absorbed really quickly into the skin. I remember the other one was orange. It wasn't from this brand. I mean, I wouldn't be able to tell you because I don't remember what brand it was from. Like I said, I think I was around 10 years old or something like that, maybe 8. And so she walked into the loo, and I'll always have this image of me just putting a lot of that cream on my surfboard flat chest. And she was like, what are you doing? And I said, I'm trying to get them to come out like yours. And she was like, that's not how it works. Anyway, she proceeded to explain that one day I would most probably want to use something like this, but not right then. I'm 32 right now, so you girls do the math. 24 years later, I'm here actually trying one of these. So as soon as I'm done with it, I'll let you know my thoughts on it. I was thinking of doing like a before and after pictures, and then I thought you might not want to do those type of pictures for the internet, so you're just gonna have to trust my word on it. But I am gonna do them for myself to kind of have a look and a contrast and see what type of an effect it does for this time of the year when we're perhaps a little bit more conscious of our body, not conscious with a negative type of connotation, but just conscious altogether on our bikinis a lot more. But yeah, definitely gravity, age, and probably the fact that a very bad salmonella and Escherichia coli intoxication 2 years now ago made me lose quite a lot of weight quite quickly. And I don't know, I feel like ever since I regained that weight, my breasts, even if they came back, luckily, they have just not stood where they used to pre-infection. So yeah, I'm happy we got rid of the infection because my goodness, I wouldn't wish that on anybody in this world. It took about a half year to recover. I don't want to get surgery, perhaps one day. I don't know, I'm not opposed to it. It's just not something I'm looking into in the moment. And I know at the gym we can do some some stuff. There's some simple stuff we can do at home if we want to lift our breast area, like this exercise in which we just push this little part of our palms together, and that activates the muscles in the breast area. Fair enough, I don't do it as often as I should if I want to see some results, but I have been applying this every day. So I am having some nice hopes for it, and then complement the results that I'm getting from just regular exercise at the gym as well. And then last but definitely not the least, let's have a little look. I ordered myself something from H&M. It's a pair of shoes that I wanted to share with you. Slingback animal print cheetah leopard type of high heels. This is a trend we're going to be seeing a lot of during this upcoming autumn winter. And I will have a video coming up on all the fashion autumn winter trends coming up later, in which you'll see this one's being featured, and then you'll understand why, because it's kind of a transition summer into autumn type of video. I do love those type of videos because I feel like there's so many information about the actual seasons, like how to dress for summer, how to dress for autumn, but nobody really talks about those transitional moments when the seasons start to blend within each other, kind of like summer going into autumn. Autumn into winter is a little bit less tricky, but then winter into spring, that can get a little bit trickier as well. And so yeah, that's why I got this pair. Also, I think they're really, really cute, and you'll see me trying them on this other video, but I thought since we're here, I might as well unbox them with you. Price for them is not there, but if I'm not mistaken, they were under 30 euros. They have some sort of membership program with H&M in which they'll allocate some nice points for you. Mango are also really nice with that. I got a bikini completely for free recently, even the delivery for it, thanks to this kind of points program that Mango offers. I'm going to remove my makeup, get myself into my Pilates clothing, and head to a little class, and I'll see you again next Thursday. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!